Not too shabby. Unfortunately, it's not the best one for us, being all closed off and whatnot. Actually, now it has managed to open up just enough that I'm feeling better about things, because we are back to being able to escape without a problem here. And in fact, let's definitely Trog's hand just to get ourselves a little bit of additional regen. I'm curious what's causing the silence. What is not like a what are they called? Wailing Shriek or whatever the Tartarus enemies are. What's a lower level version of that would be a bit more feasible to show up at this stage in the game? I guess it's not necessarily a monster. Cowger, more like Cowger? No, Cougar. Always feels weird when things, you know, seem like they should work. On paper, many rhymes work. Unfortunately, English is not great for that kind of thing. And it is one of the Shriekers in a box. Okay, fair enough. Silent Spectre, that's what you're called, of course. Just like what I said, right? Well, this son of a gun is going to be annoying. Just that poke damage as we come up is going to be rough. Yeah, damn, Brandy, you got it right away there. I always have a very approximate memory as to what the heck monsters are called in this game. Screw it. Just go Berserk, and that should be enough to finish off our friend. That's beautiful. And hey, my Silent Spectre, gesturing at me to be quiet. I apologize. So sorry. Did not mean to disrespect you or your home here. I was just taking some money, and I will leave. That's okay, right? Just robbing you blind. Nothing to be mad at for sure. Let's not be ridiculous. Okay, 4 Scrolls of Blinking is definitely looking pretty solid for the future. We'll keep burning through the rest of our ID scrolls here. Just see what other tools we can find. I guess potions we probably don't care too much about. We already have our curing, we already have heal wounds. Eventually we'll need like mutation and whatnot, but that is a solution for a future me. So nothing to worry about here. And can free up our inventory just a smidge as well with the useless scrolls. Right, I kind of forgot that we had a shop here, and I'm going to buy haste. Both to get 2 haste potions and to have that ID'd for the future. Turns out we didn't have any on us, unfortunately, but such is life sometimes. Cat better than dragon, you sense victory. You know, when you put it that way, it's given me a reinvigoration of hope, because I was starting to doubt the power of the cat, but I was blind and now I see. How could it possibly have ever gone otherwise? The fates were predetermined, predestined even, to give us victory. You know, I would say today, but chances are it won't be able to finish this run, even if it did suddenly skyrocket into the single greatest DCSS run this world has ever seen. And I'll probably buy Fear here. I could buy ID some of this other garbage, but so far we're seeing a lot of shops, so maybe we'll need that money at some point in the future. Fortunately, no more polearms on these sons of guns. Unfortunately, this one getting a little bit nasty with it. What we really need for this character is a regeneration source. So if we could get, I guess, a regen necklace, that would basically lock us in for a successful, at least interim, a successful short term here, regardless of how it all shakes out as we continue forward. Hey, Prince Ribbit, how's it going? I just saw your king brother the other day. Mostly because we were your king brother the other day. In fact, I think we performed a little bit of fratricide, but we'll just ignore that for now. You know, water under the bridge, I've always said. bit of fratricide between friends. And otherwise, we seem to have restabilized slightly here. We still have at least one additional life sitting in our back pocket, so we'll try to save that for just a wee bit. Oof, I stepped the wrong direction. Well, hopefully we don't run into anyone. Turns out, better to be lucky than good, as we've definitely mentioned many times before, so that is fantastic. And if I could just bring you upstairs, my friend. Beautiful. And taking them down one at a time, much more feasible, especially again with those polearm users. Very much looking to ruin our day. And we hit all of our caps as well here. I mean, there's not a lot to train as a cat. That much we can all readily see here. So I guess some dodging would help. Some evocations is nice to have, especially since we do have an okay selection of wands at our disposal. And maybe I do just leave unarmed on for the rest of time. I mean, it's definitely going to be helping out. The last time we checked our damage, it was sitting at 10, and now it's up to 21. So we have doubled it, looking okay. You know, the cat dragon comparison from chat is funny to me because usually what I would be trying for on a cat like this is, in fact, just turning into a dragon. Oh gosh, feel ourselves slow down. This was a mistake on many levels. This was a mistake. Well, let's constrict you at least, make you slightly easier to hit, and we get another extra life. Beautiful. Try to be collecting those up as we go here. Yeah, we still have 2 lives at our disposal. Holy moly. Well, we might be using one of those right now. Or not. Rage will save the day again here. It's weird that Berserk has this strange dichotomy of being the best spell to use when you're in the safest possible environment. You know exactly how long the fight's going to last, you just need to get through it. Or the opposite, which is, I'm going to die anyway, so let's go Berserk and see what happens. And it's pretty wild how often that will actually kind of work out for you. You vote for more Berserk usage? I mean, definitely could always give it a try. I mean, I expected to die there. So maybe there is a little something to take into account there. Just kill everything quickly enough, and it doesn't really matter if you put yourself in a vulnerable spot, because everything will in fact be dead. Just as Trog intended. I mean, it's worth a shot here. We'll be getting the please calm down message a lot though, because I definitely don't have the patience. I guess in many ways, I too am just like our rage-filled cat in that regard. Oh gosh, that's not how I wanted to reach out and grab you. I wanted to grab both of you. But regardless, still kicking. And this will allow us to kind of blitz our way through. Big claws versus small claws, and small claws win again, you absolute moron of a troll. I'm sorry, that was maybe uncalled for. You were doing your best, I'm sure. Unfortunately, your best just wasn't even close to good enough. You fool. Again, we play nice here. We're the good guys, maybe? More Berserk as promised, and we'll be checking all these stairs. Perfect, just to get that blink scroll. We're up to 6 blink scrolls. It's almost a shame that we probably won't be alive long enough to use them. Do you want troll? I think I'll concede. You know, that's 1-1. 1 cat, 1 troll so far. And let's aim for a bit of a rematch here. You know, I had a sneaking suspicion cat would come out on top. But largely just a little bit of protagonist syndrome going on there. Oh, and do you know what? I'm slow anyway. So let's berserk. What's the worst that you can possibly do to us? Slow me more? Please. And not too shabby. Okie dokie. So far, run has been, again, going weirdly well. And I keep waiting for the other shoe to drop, but it's somehow not yet doing so. Don't get me wrong, I still expect it, still plan for it, even as much as one can plan for an unexpected, surprising death. I guess would it be surprising if we're seeing it come in? One would think so, right? It's similar to how the fact that we are aware of our own mortality doesn't immediately implicitly grant us immunity to being surprised by said mortality. I don't know. Don't know why I'm looking at the camera as if I said something deep, because I don't think it was at all. Oh, I'm just a mess of feelings and thoughts today. So that is fantastic. Never a better time to be live on camera spouting said thoughts off the top of the dome than when they make 0 sense whatsoever. I probably don't make it to the stairs before I turn to stone, right? No, I do not. But I do make it to the stairs before I die, so that is beautiful. And should be able to take you down. I mean, we could use Trog's Hand to gain some willpower here, but in the 1v1 fights, I'm not going to worry too much about it. And we're going to just continue onwards and upwards for honor and glory here. And we'll see how she goes. I don't really want to have to rage against every single enemy I see, but a decent number of them are going to require it. Like said Komodo Dragon, jeez Louise. Well, so far, Lair is looking like it's going to be a little bit nasty, I think would be fair to say. As soon as dodging hits, we maybe want to turn fighting back on. I think we'll need for what, you know, any little health that we can gain. You'll need Brothers in Arms for Hydra, you think? Or I'll need it, you think? Yes, I would agree with that. Or, you know, just get lucky. Just go full rage mode and kill them before they have a chance to do anything about it. Again, it's that easy. And how could it possibly go sideways? Or any other way? Amulet of Reflection, not what I was hoping for. Some regen would be appreciated. I mean, we do have it from Trog's Hand, but being able to double dip on that regen amulet with Trog's Hand will mean a huge amount of health back as we most likely run for our lives with our tail between our legs. And let's do a bit of an inscribe here at our 1 on our ID scrolls, and then we can go through and get a few more things identified and sorted out. Amnesia is useless, brand weapon is useless. We can drop those sons of guns immediately here. And that should be perfect. I need to stop stepping into danger. Whoopsie daisies. And you know what? I think I will rest up here. Let it go sideways. This is a cat, not crab. Oh, you know, I'm always making that mistake. Cats, crabs, basically the same animal. Don't at me. There we go. Nice backstab on you. Does that need invo? Fortunately, it does not. No, with Trog, no invocations required, which is why our skill screen is looking, you know, pretty sparse, to say the least. But that does help out at just trying to skyrocket what few skills we have, what few relevant skills we're using. You know, I thought we would, but worth quickly trying to rage up on our way out. And we'll probably just murder you from afar. That seems like a better idea, and probably something we should have been aiming for in the first place. Don't know what's going on with the snake entrance. We get the fire entrance to snake, which is not ideal, but hopefully not the end of the world either. Cats can be very crappy. Well, can't we all at the end of the day? Maybe that is the confusion, though. And let's just get a bit of unagi going here. Some lovely steamed eel for the table, please. And that is fantastic. I guess that's the floor while we're at it, besides, again, that fiery entrance, which I guess we'll hold off on for now. We found 1 amulet, 0 rings. So that's not great. Not ideal by any means or by any stretch of the imagination, just to, you know, throw all my commonly used idioms at the problem here. And an elephant, hey? Unfortunately, I was about to say, if you were alone, we could take care of you, but unfortunately, that is never really the case with our elephantine friends. I guess it kind of works out when only one of you comes at me here. And then I just need to waste a little bit more time while I wait for the slow to wear off from our berserk. I guess slow's off, but we're not going to be re-berserking anytime soon. So let us walk over here, try to take you two upstairs. Oh my gosh, it works. I am a gosh darn genius. Perfect. And then just go to town on those elephants in a way that they'll never forget, because such is the life. And let's just rage up again, try to murder everything quickly enough. That is beautiful. And no real issues. What? It never works? Which is that? Sometimes you just have to never not have it. Sometimes I forget how many negatives I've thrown into a sentence midway, and oh gosh, it's anyone's guess as to where the sentiment ends up here. Oh, elephant's up the stairs, right? I know. I 100% agree. I was expecting it to fail, and yet I will not complain. We'll need every single advantage we can get. A huge part of a Felid Berserker is going to be just getting lucky, I feel. It's not something I generally like to rely on, but needs must and all of that good stuff. Yeah, we'll fight you in the corridor here. We are a little slowed. 24 evasion. I should maybe check in on one of these enemies, like an elephant. Don't know how your accuracy compares to your other friends, but 29% chance to hit me? It's not that bad. But speaking of not that bad, we have the opposite here. It is that bad. It is a Hydra. Let's probably just reset this. I've also used up way more piety than I thought. I guess Trog's hand is a big part of things there. And on top of that, okay, I was about to say I have to kill you before I turn into stone, otherwise we're in trouble. Yikes, yikes, yikes. Ooh, and then an enemy with airstrike. Perfect. What luck that we had both of our S entrances covered with enemies that are currently completely unviable for us to handle. Oh, and a dire elephant. Oh, wow. How lucky for me. What a pleasure. Can you kill me in one turn? Oh, easily. Nah, we'll be fine. We'll aim for a couple of swipes here, try to get just a bit of damage. I feel like we're using up our constriction charges a little too much here because the Wand of Vines is going to be instrumental to our continued survival.